Wow. Okay. Hello, lollers. We are rocking a Fiora gameplay top here. I believe we're against Dr. Mundo. This is the Reworked Mundo, so it should be a pretty interesting gameplay. I feel like in lane he's got a little bit more ability to poke us through minions now than he used to have. Before you could just kind of sit back and relax, make sure you don't extend beyond a minion line, and he's pretty much never going to be able to hit a Q. I believe now he can throw something behind minions and kind of like a Scion E, I believe. So we're just going to see if we can probably play this lane pretty passively, maybe get a level 2 on him and then get aggressive. We are running Conquer, he's running Grasp, so on the shorter trades he is going to be winning those likely. On the more extended ones we should be able to take over. Other than that, when we have the proc in front of him like that, we're just going to try and proc it and then dodge out any kind of abilities that he has. When we have our W, we'll just try and use that on either his Q or his E and see if we can just farm pretty good here. So again, when that Vital is up front like this, we're just going to try and play towards the Vital. So you can see here, just getting a Q and an auto off is going to deal some pretty good damage. In terms of our build, we're going to be probably running Divine Sunderer just because of the anti-tank capabilities of it. Generally, you might want to run Gore Drinker on Fiora, but in this matchup here, we're going to be running the Divine Sunderer, and then probably still into a Hydra. Their jungler is a Darius. That's a pretty scary gank, especially if he pops his Ghost, so I'm going to put quite a deep ward in here, just see if we can catch this guy coming off his red buff pretty early. Kindred's already pathing topside, so there might be a scuttle fight here. He spiked level 3 before us, so we're just going to let this wave push back out into us. Just trying to get ready to grab that cannon. That actually hit us. Yeah, his we're gonna miss the cannon, unfortunately. Oh, maybe not. I mean, if he fights us here, we could probably win it. Just want to make sure we don't fight him when he's like crazy like that. Kindred's up here. We have our W now, so we can probably make sure we grab this cannon minion once it pushes. Just playing very passive. You got to play with your waves, guys. So when the waves get pushing in like this, especially if your jungler's up top, don't like force anything. So there, we just get a little. I'm just gonna try and use my W to slow him here. Okay, we got a flash out of him, which is good. Wow, Kindred actually got that kill. Perfect. So that's kind of just playing the lane, you know, not too aggressively, playing according to the waves. He was overextended and tried to fight us when their scuttle could have been contested, and our jungler could have been top, so that worked out well for us. So here I'm just trying to thin the wave out so that we can keep a freeze here for a little bit. I'm going to pop my potion because I think I might stay in lane a little bit longer here and get a little slow shove going all the way back into his turret and then recall. Yeah, so if you guys have trouble dying early to ganks, just remember to kind of take a look where your jungler is. That's probably where their jungler is too, if kind of all else equal and the pathing is similar. So just make sure you don't die to those ganks at kind of the 2.5 to 3.5 minute mark like Mundo just did, and then at least that way you're kind of not putting yourself in a hole right at the start of the game. So here again, now that we're kind of even with this guy, just gonna throw that out. We might have to Q away here. He actually picked up a lot of health, it looks like. Yeah, a lot of health off his first buy. So we're gonna have to probably now use TP to fix this lane here, but I'm just gonna hang out and make sure I get enough gold to pick up something. Trying not to get hit by any of these. Do we get that? Yes, we do. So we do get a little bit of health off those if we can hit them. Just trying to pick up as many last hits under tower as we can. You might not get them all if they crash in a weird way, but I'm doing okay. I'm going to see if I can reset that Vital closer towards me so I can use my Q and get a little bit of health off of it. Like so. And then just try and dodge out his cleaver after that. Kindred eventually paths topside. We'll be able to help with a push maybe if we ask for some assistance, but for now we're just kind of chilling. I feel like this guy is going to just keep shoving waves into us. If he doesn't, I might look for a recall here and TP back. I have enough gold to potentially buy something, but look, he's shoving already, right? So we're just gonna let him shove it. If he likes to shove, I'm just gonna keep picking up my farm here. If he doesn't get a timed recall off, and I think he used his TP already, then we're gonna be able to just come back into lane and have more items than him. I'm surprised he's not throwing any cleavers at me. I tried something there, it didn't work. We're level 6 ahead of him now. I might just pick up this cannon actually and then recall, depending on if he hits level 6 here or not. Yeah, we're just going to have to back off of that. That hit us, unfortunately. He might dive us here at level 6, depending on how good he is and how much damage he knows Mundo has. I still have my W, so I can probably stop a lot of it. I just don't want to get hit by a cleaver. And then we should be okay here.
An ally has been slain.
He could have dove us there, actually. So, okay, I'm going to recall here. Hopefully he can't shove it fast enough, and then I'm going to TP back in. Is he going to try and stop the back? Wow, great job by him, stopping that back. I just have to back now, unfortunately. That was a good stop by him. Does our wave get there before? Probably not. We might miss a few minions here. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so we're going to be building into... Where the heck is it? Oh, did they change this? Yeah, they changed it again. Okay, so let's grab this. Let's grab some health. And let's get back into lane here. We're going to TP to this back minion. He's pretty low, so I'm going to see if I can force him to stay in lane now. Let's just see what he does. Is he going to try and back? Okay, that's fine. Let's see where he is here. I don't want to miss the cannon, so I don't want to go too far. Okay, there we go. We just stopped the back. That's all we needed to do. Just make him miss more farm here. Early on against kind of juggernauts like Mundo, unless you get ganks if you're playing a fighter, it is tough probably to grab a lot of those kills. He's been playing quite safe too. I kind of just procced a few of my vitals. It's more about making sure that you set yourself up for that mid-game well. Once we get a Divine Sunderer, we should be able to probably start to beat him in trades pretty hard once we can proc off based on his max health. So we're just kind of waiting for that moment. Not trying to die to any Darius ganks before Kindred's playing a decent game. So we'll get a nice slow push going here. Okay, that was weird. Now if he wants to step up, we'll probably trade pretty aggressively into him here. Gonna use my ult on him. Okay, we got our ult off. I can't believe it's actually this close. I thought we would just outright beat him there, but his ult must be healing for quite a lot. We chunked him pretty hard there, and he actually already used his ult. So if he steps up now with a passive like this, just gonna try and proc him. I can't believe that didn't hit him, but we're just gonna try it again in a second here. I have to be careful not to die to that turret. This turret loves hitting me at like max range. But this is good. We're gonna... Oh my gosh, that didn't hit. This is good. We're gonna get a full push. He's not gonna be able to back here. He's gonna miss a bunch of minions. And as long as Darius isn't up here, we're gonna be able to get a nice clean back off. Let's hope he doesn't throw a Q into this push here. Nice, perfect. Okay. So we'll pick up another longsword. We're going to use our Q to get back to lane a little bit faster. You're going to see here now, if he recalls, this is a pretty bad spot for him to recall unless he's got TP. And I don't think he does, so he's going to have to just kind of stay in lane now. And use our Q to get back to lane faster. Darius is bot lane. I'm looking now before a big play because I think if he stays in lane right now like this, we might go for a kill on him. Things are going to get a little bit more intense in this lane now as opposed to straight farm. So we just want to keep an eye on where Darius is. If he's pathing towards top after that, we need to keep that in mind. Just trying to get out of the way of his W here. I'd love for that passive to get up. I think we get the kill here. Yeah, perfect. So there, you know, again, that's all off the wave management that fight even started. I'm not looking for stupid fights in this lane before, because again, I don't want to put myself in a bad spot. If he is TP, he's going to be able to TP back here. And I have ult, so he'll have his ult as well. I think in an ult fight now, I'll actually lose. So we just want to keep that in mind. We're just going for a fast shove here. Probably can't even get... Yeah, there's this... If he comes in and ults, we might die to that speed boost that he's got. So, unfortunate. We're probably going to recall again here. I have TP in another 2 minutes, so he's going to be able to shove this in. But I think there's enough minions here we can come back before he actually shoves it fully. Okay, pick up the Phage. We're getting very close to our first full item, which is going to give us a nice chance to kill this guy pretty consistently. Once we pick up the Sunder, I think again it's going to be very easy in lane for us. So we're just kind of keeping an eye out right now for Darius, because if we come back to lane, this might be a fight situation. He's top side of the map, probably going to path towards his red and then come up to us if we're shoved. So I really want to either shove this wave in and let it reset, or if this guy's going to be pushing it, slow push, just let him push into me. This is where you want to make sure you use your wards when you kind of have nothing to do here, because this guy's just kind of freezing it. We're going to try and put a ward out in a few different scenarios here, so we're going to put a ward maybe on here. I think we can start this because he's pathing bot, so hopefully Kindred does this with us, and then we can maybe break open mid with this, because mid only has 2 plates left. Just kind of trying to take a look around at the map and see what's possible. If Mundo's going to freeze it there and Darius is top side, there's really not too much for us to do up there. So we're trying to maximize our play potential in other parts of the map. Pick that up. I think we just go mid here and take mid down. I kind of don't want to take top down. So let's just take mid down. We'll get the first turret, blood, and I think it's better to take mid down here anyway. Just trying to shove this out fast here, and then we'll just pop this. We're going to split gold with everybody, but again, I just think that taking down mid is more important than trying to take top plates here. Not going to force anything. This is going to crash anyway, so we don't need to fight for this turret. Once this goes down, I'm just going to ping that I'm going to come in here. Ideally, if we can shove this to the top, or to the tier 2, that's the best. So we'll walk this in with the team, and then we'll probably head towards top lane. So we gave Mundo a little bit of a window to come back there, but I think it's worth to make sure we get that first turret down. So just queue back to lane here a little bit faster. Probably won't be able to take too many more plates if we're coming. He's backing off already now, so that's pretty good. Farm-wise, we are now behind him for that move that we just pulled, but again, we're playing pretty balanced here in the lane. I think we can still all in him if we press R. We'll just have to dodge out some of his cleavers. And if he gives us a few of those trades early, we'll take those and maybe just chunk him out for 15% of his health or so. So I'm going to reset the vital now by just walking away, seeing if we can get that vital to come into a side that's a little bit more advantageous to us to hit it. That is really weird. I'm going to have to use my ult here just to make sure that this guy actually doesn't do too much. Okay, so that's, yeah, it's going to be tough to beat this guy now. He just got so much health and armor now, it's going to be tough. I have TP, so I can go get my Sunder and then TP back to lane here, depending on what he does, if he tries to stop us. Let's see, he's not going to stop us. Yeah, I'll just get the Sunder and then TP back in. Get a pair of boots as well with that. So he has no ult, I have no ult, but I have a full item now, and it's pretty good against Mundo, so now I'm happy to fight this guy again. Kind of a weird crash on that lane. I'm going to shove this because I think that he's recalling, so we can probably make him miss this wave here, rather than just freezing it right now. And maybe we can get some proxy action going here, just make him miss a little bit more. Darius is missing mid, so generally you don't want to try and proxy in this situation when their mid laner and the jungler is missing, because then you're just kind of opening yourself up to get 1v3'd. We'll just kind of take a little quick peek here. It looks like they took red, so they might be bot. I'm just going to ping that somebody could be there. If Darius isn't top side because he's already cleared it all, he might be bot. Kog'Maw's down there now. I think we'll let this shove back out to us. Play it pretty slow here. The reason I don't want to try and shove this in and get in a spot where it's stuck here, it's because the other wave's already crashing. I still don't know where mid is. Okay, so Pantheon's bot. I still don't know where Darius is though. I can't believe that didn't hit him. I think we win this? No, there's Darius. I think we can get away with our Q, yeah. That's really unfortunate Darius was top side. I thought for sure he would have been bot side. We didn't lose too much health for that, and we actually chunked Mundo pretty good. So we have Jhin coming up here now, and Kindred. I'm just waiting for these guys to come in. I don't want to take too much minion aggro though. So we'll see if we can clear this out here. I'm happy just to get this gold instead of actually fighting there. These guys look like they're doing some crazy stuff, but yeah, I actually don't want to be a part of this right now. Okay, Kindred now is 1v2. She has ult, so I can probably come in and help her here. if she comes to my side here. Yeah, there we go. So just playing it slow, right? Like not forcing any situations. Those guys wanted to 2v2. If they could have done it, that's great. They couldn't, so we got our gold from that minion wave crashing. We'll get this gold too fully. We'll be able to shove this wave in. Got a kill. That's pretty good. So CS-wise, again, we're a little bit behind in this game. If you guys didn't have the opportunity to maybe like crash mid by getting rift and everything, you'd maybe have a little bit more CS than me right now. I think we'll still get the... Yeah, we'll still get those boots. I think it's a good buy against them. And then we'll try and get into our Vamp Scepter and the Hydra now. So, yeah, like if we recap here at around the kind of 16-minute mark mid-game, we've got a couple kills, which is great. We haven't given up too much to Mundo. We're about even CS, even though we've had a pretty good impact on mid lane with the Rift Herald play. So all pretty good right now. We're playing around our jungler in terms of bigger skirmishes, and 1v1 we've been playing around power spikes or minion wave advantages on this Mundo, right? So here, again, I think that we'll probably lose an all into him right now if he hits a few more of those cleavers. I can't believe that hit, so we're just going to try and just getting a little bit of damage on him. Those cleavers are so toxic. Just trying to dodge out those cleavers with my Q and maybe proc Vital at the same time. I think we can probably all in this guy once our W's up. He's got some pretty good items though. If he fights us in this minion wave though. So here I'm just trying to proc as many Vitals as I can. That was a great dodge by him. Yeah, that was good. I really misplayed that. I'm not like a Fiora main, so it was a little bit tough for me to hit some of those Vitals. And then he dropped the aggro in the bush, which was really nice. I'm being probably too aggressive for my own good right here. Kindred is coming. I don't want to jump into that unless I really have to. Oh, that was a really good try by him. If Mundo didn't have his passive, he would have got him there. But we can definitely dive this now. I don't have flash, so it's all going to be my Q. Kind of just want to pull this wave, actually. I don't want to just hit the tower. I want that tower to take down as many minions as possible. Because my team's here now, I feel a little bit more safe proxying this. They're actually dropping that on the turret, eh? If Darius comes, I'm really low health, so this is actually kind of dangerous for me. Wow, he's just looking for us, eh? Probably just take down the turret here. Use my W to either slow him or steal that kill. I have no mana now though, so we have to be very, very careful. Probably just crash this and start our recall here. I think we'll get gold still from this. Or not, sorry, gold, but we'll be able to get that crash on, no problem. Okay, got the Vamp Scepter. Pick up some more long swords. We'll try and run mid here and hold mid. I think we can get there in time with our Q, so we'll just Q there. But yeah, guys, so very easy game plan top, right? We tried to not extend any kind of crazy plays for 1v1s for no point, and just not open ourselves up to any ganks. Played around some minion waves, played around some item spikes, and then it's easy. Smooth sailing, like, if you do it that way. Tried to steal that cannon, couldn't get it. So now when you have kind of the turrets down, obviously you want to keep working on different turrets. Their bot lane's here, so we'll just try and shove this in, and then we're going to try and go for... Oh, if he wants to stay here. That W I thought would have stopped that tornado. It's probably not a great situation to fight, especially if Mundo is coming. Depends on what happens here with our team. Everybody has ult, so I feel like I can... Yeah, okay, here we go. Nice. Mundo's shoving top. I'm going to see if we can shove this and grab this turret with the team. And then if we can't, might have to go and answer him with a TP or a recall. But I think we can take this turret down, to be honest. It's so low that our Q, auto E, should just take it down. Yeah, just like that. Might be able to still do some more damage here. Mundo's not recalling. I'm okay to give up tier 2 still to see if we can grab this turret here. I'm using my auto E's on this. I'm not attacking them yet because I don't want to take damage for free. Hopefully they can finish that off. I put a lot of damage on him. Mundo could flank at any time now, so I'm going to start my recall here. I Thought we could get that turret, but yeah, it took a little bit too much damage, and our ADCs, mid lane and bot lane, weren't really focusing the tower, which is unfortunate. But Mundo will not get this turret. I'm going to run him down here with ult very, very aggressively if he decides to fight me. I feel like I'm definitely stronger than him right now. We have Jin coming as well. I'm going to use my Q to catch up to him here, and then I'm going to try and W him just to slow him if I can get one more. Oh, did we get him? Oh, I just missed that. Okay, no biggie. Put some wards down the jungle. I feel like this Mundo's probably kind of tilted that his team isn't able to hold objectives without him. So he's probably going to come in and look for something in here. Yeah, he's still there. I feel like we can go behind him here. I'm going to start pinging for help just in case this becomes an extended fight, but let's see what happens. I pressed R, I swear I pressed it. Okay, I'm fucked. We have to probably try and dodge this out. Okay, we got an ult and we got their ADC there. I think that was pretty good. We didn't have to force a flash or anything. We just used ult, so we'll have ult back up again in like less than 40 seconds. If I time my W well, I think we can kill this no problem. Nice, perfect. I blue flash there just in case some of his E damage executed me at the end. But we did a good job queuing in and dodging some of it with a W. And got our kindred a little bit more fed, which is great. Okay, so we're trying to build into this Hydra. It's taking a little bit of a long time here. This game is kind of degenerated into people stealing farm from us in different lanes and a lot of skirmishing. So we're just trying to go with the flow, but we're going to try and push top here. Dragon is up in 30 seconds. We have TP to join the fight, so I'm just going to start to spam my TP so the team knows I can come to that dragon fight. But when you have TP as a top laner, especially as a split pushing top laner, when objectives like that are coming up, you want to make sure you're putting pressure on the opposite side of the map, and then using your TP to join the fight. We're definitely pretty strong right now. We're 203. We unfortunately still don't have our 2-item spike. I'd love to have that Ravenous Hydra. That'll give us a lot more sustain in fights. But a lot of people are showing on the bot side of the map, so this should be a pretty free push top lane for us. So we're just using all of our abilities here with the blue buff to really shove this out. We're auto Q, auto E, right? Just really shoving things out. I'm not going to join this fight yet because I think I can get this turret, so I'm just going to tell these guys to back off. I really want to just only join when I absolutely have to. If these guys play it well, they can probably just walk around and dance and not do anything to really force that dragon fight. As soon as I see someone TP here in Mundo bot, then I know it's good play to go in and TP there because we'll definitely have numbers advantage. But nobody's coming for me, so this is going to be a free inhib for dragon. And it's honestly not even that bad if we lose that dragon. I'm going to focus the inhib here instead of the minions because I really want to try and take the inhib down here. It is a bit of an early inhib, but we actually have so many things down and Baron's up that I think if we take this, we can just get the Baron right after. Still nobody's coming back for me. This could be a good TP play now somewhere. Just depending on what's going on here. I think I can TP to this. Looking for a good ward to TP in on here. I'm going to come from behind and get the Janna. I think we can catch her. Kog'Maw's going to be joining her in a second though. Just going to try and dodge her tornado. Wow, she's fast, man. Okay, that's cool. Probably play that not as clean as I could have. Missed a lot of vitals on that Darius. Sometimes I get really pissed off with the vitals with Fiora. I feel like I'm hitting them, but I'm just not registering them. So we didn't even get the kill on that, unfortunately. Once we get our Hydra, though, we'll have more damage and it'll be easier. Before I recall, I'm just going to check for the Scuttle. Again, when you have waves pushing, you want to look for those objectives. Right now, Scuttle I would consider an objective just because it's going to give us vision of the Baron and some speed. So I actually want to prioritize this before we recall in case a Baron fight starts. I don't know why our Jhin didn't give us a couple extra autos on that just to help out. We'll recall here, pick up our Hydra, get a lot of more mana, and then we're gonna try and push mid and get that Baron. We can't really push the opposite side of the fights now. I think we need to build into this. Sorry, the opposite lane now because we don't have TP, so I do want to stay around top or mid for this Baron fight. I'm going to start pinging that I'm on the way to this just to keep everybody kind of updated the fact that Baron is up and available with an inhib down, and that we should probably be trying to force this now so we can end the game. I am also going to try and force a fight on this Mundo. To get a little bit closer to him, wait for my Q to come off cooldown before I engage. Try and time our W up here. Just trying to stay in front of him here. There we go. That time we got all the vitals pretty cleanly, so that was pretty good. I'm gonna run towards her to help her out. And then I think we can start this Baron. I think we can start this Baron just straight up, guys. I'm just gonna start it. We have 5v3 anyway, so even if they come, we can win the fight. I hope that the Caitlyn doesn't die for no reason there. We'll be able to burn this down fairly quickly. Just put a ward over there. That's perfect. So we have that now. Do a quick recall, and then I think we just push bot or mid as a team here. We could always split to bot side if the team's willing to push. Got some grievous wounds. I'm gonna ping that I'm pushing bot, and then I'm just going to spam ping that the team should push mid together. Kind of a 4v1 split. I think with the 4 of them and me pushing, if no one answers me, obviously as Fiora, you can take turrets and objectives really, really quick. And then if they do answer me, then these their 4 guys should have no problem going 4v4 with the Kindred ult and Jhin ult. I didn't realize until right now we basically have 4 ADCs and me. We don't really have a front line, so we are essentially the front line for this team, and Kindred with her ult. I don't know why Ashe is with us and not even helping to push this if she's here. But we'll shove this in. Eventually, we should be able to grab one of these turrets and another inhib and then put some real pressure on. These guys are fighting, which is not good. This is why Ashe shouldn't be with us and she should be with the team. She's really not helping us push, and she's not helping the team fight, so it's a really bad decision by her. Now they're going to be able to collapse on me, probably. He's going to ult into me here. I need to run because I'm going to get ulted on by that Pantheon. I already saw him pathing towards us. So we're just going to try and play around the wave here. 2 down on each team, so I think we can win a fight now if Ashe comes. She could be trolling though, which is why she's not here. Ideally, I do want to try and delete the Kog'Maw. If Ashe throws an arrow, we can definitely do something, but here comes a TP. Okay, does she kill him? Nice. Okay, so now we can probably dive this guy because we can take this turret out very fast. So again, just playing it slow, not forcing anything, even though our team kind of died in a weird engage there mid with Baron buff instead of just playing it with a push. We just kind of, again, tried to relax, make sure we don't die or doing anything crazy, pushing with Baron. Now that's pushing, we'll be able to come in here and get this turret down. And I think we can just kind of hang out here and just watch these minions crash. Dragon's up, actually, so let's run towards Dragon. Kindred should be able to get it by herself, so I'm just going to run down, see if we can intercept this guy here. He's probably going to run through topside river, I'd assume. So I'm just going to start to run up through here and see if we can catch him. Oh, he's actually all the way still topside. This guy's extremely dedicated to the top lane shove. I respect that. Going to cover his retreat here. There's no blast cones for him to get out of the way, so we should be able to just finish this guy off here. That's just a Q auto E. It's kind of your quick little mini burst trade combo. Get a quick recall off here. We do have flash and teleport available now, and we have our Kempunk Chainsword. So we're in a very, very good spot now. I can actually just TP here because Caitlyn's shoving. We want to keep the shove going on all fronts. So I'm just going to TP here and see if I can run this guy down. I'm going to use my W on him to slow him. And then I think we can just fight him here. Maybe not. 3 people engaged on us there. So that was because our mid was pushing. I wanted to try and get 2 lanes pushing at the same time. It was very strange that 3 of them were bot lane there while Caitlyn was actually shoving mid before me. I was not expecting them to be all there. And I got Darius pulled. I should have flashed before that Darius pull. I tried to flash after. I didn't think he'd have that much damage, so unfortunate. Those are going to happen sometimes, but I think the intention still on that shove was good, TPing there and trying to shove that wave in at the same time as mid was shoving. I think that was a good intention. Doesn't always work out though, and that's our first death of the game, but we're still sitting at a 9-1 KDA, which is pretty good. Pretty good. We could be doing a little bit better again on that farm department, but a lot of skirmishes early. Teams fighting here. I don't have TP. If I did, that would be a good chance to TP in there. So I'm going to start shoving towards the opposite side of the map where the inhib is still up. So I'm just going to start to shove towards top lane here. Kindred's already on her way top. If she was kind of smart enough, I think she could just have walked in and grabbed that inhib. She's trying to shove the wave and grab, you know, farm, but I think taking down that that inhib would have been a little bit of a better play. I might just have to recall here and hold bot because our whole team minted and Mundo's not going to stop. So I'm just going to recall here and hold bot lane. We're not going to be able to get that inhib, I think, 2v4. So we're just going to try and queue back to lane here. Mundo is not going to leave, I don't think. So let's just see if we can 1v1 this guy. See if we can get a cleaner ult off here. He's just going to run now. Pantheon is the only one who can really help him here. I swear I E'd way before that actually happened. I'm going to ult him now. And I'm just going to run him down. It was weird. I thought I W'd his cleaver, but it still went through and slowed me. Okay, since we're already on the bot side, I'm just going to keep shoving bot. The next dragon's up in 2 minutes, so we just want to try and time our shoves around that. Again, mid is shoving, so I would be very surprised if all the team came for me. I know that Pantheon could ult me, but if Darius and everyone shows up for me, it's just kind of the chance that we have to take right now if they're all hiding here. I do have 2 wards, so eventually I could put them down, but it looks like everyone's top side. Yeah, just don't die, guys. I'm going to walk this in, and then we can just everybody shove mid together. I can join you guys up in a second. They're going to have to make a decision on who they stop, me or the team. But now we can just kind of join this fight from behind here. Kog'Maw is open. Force a flash out of him there. We'll be able to just, I don't know, we're just going to try and keep in front of this guy. Good. That should be game here, guys. I think we should get a forfeit here. Mundo might try something weird, but we have 4 ADCs, so we should be able to hit this turret pretty easily here. We almost got the kill with the W. Just gonna wait for more supers to arrive. They really can't hold. We have too much ranged attack damage, and now I can even come in here and just start autoing these down. So guys, that was a nice game with Fiora. Only one major mistake, I feel like, but pretty good laning phase. We'll check out the damage here in a second. Alright, so post-game report here. We had the nice 12-1 KDA. Decent gold, decent farm. Again, the gold and the farm could have been better, but taking a look at the KDA, it's not the worst game. Some people on the enemy team are calling for a report on Mundo for whatever reason, so I guess we tilted them and Mundo off in the game a little bit. Damage-wise, again, we did really good damage as a split pushing Fiora. You know, we still did great damage pushing the side lanes, taking objectives with the team, and also joining in some team fights, and also obviously all the 1v1s with Mundo that we had. We actually did more damage than every enemy champ on the other team, and the second highest in the game total. And then also, if we take a look at damage to objectives, obviously the Kindred was doing great work there on the dragons, and also probably split pushing some turrets down in the top and bot lanes when there was all that crazy skirmishing going on. But again, we were second highest in the game, at least on some of the objective damage. That means we were doing a pretty good job still pushing and taking down some of the towers and helping out with objectives. So overall, pretty good game with Fiora top lane, guys. Hopefully you enjoy some success, and that gameplay guide helps you out with some of the thought process. I'll catch you in the next one.